Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to the PLJV Playa map. The purpose of this map is to share information about Playa wetlands and their relationship to other features on the landscape. I'm going to walk through the most commonly used features of the map to get you started. When the map opens, you'll see a number of icons along the top and the side and some text information open on the right. The About text here provides an explanation of the layers in the map and where they come from. There are also links to download some of the layers or to find even more detailed information about how they were created. You can scroll down to see the full content of this panel. When you're ready to close it, you can simply hit the X. There are a few ways to start navigating around the map to find playas that you might be interested in. You can pan left and right and zoom in with your mouse, as with other web maps. You can also go directly to the location where you're currently at with this button that looks like a circle called My Location. Or you can type in the address or name of a place that you'd like to look at. I'll type in Perryton, Texas. That will zoom us directly where we want to go. Now that I've zoomed in, I can close this so it doesn't obstruct our view. And I'll get rid of this text here for the same reason. To understand what you're seeing, open the legend by clicking on this icon over here. Now we can see that the dark blue shapes are playas, and the light blue shape are playa clusters, which are areas of high playa density. To get information about a particular playa, all we need to do is click on the playa. Okay, the first thing that popped up, you'll notice that light blue line lit up around the edge of our playa cluster. That's because when we clicked on the playa, we were also clicking on the playa cluster. Two layers were visible, and that may happen anytime you click on the map where there are multiple overlapping layers. But we want the playa information, and so all we have to do to get it is to click this arrow here. And whereas it said 1 of 2 at the top, now it says 2 of 2. And now we're looking at the information about this particular playa, which is now highlighted. These attributes here display a bunch of different information that might interest you about this playa. And there's more information about what these attributes mean linked up here in the About tab. If you prefer to look at information in a table format, you can also do that. If we click the arrow down at the bottom of the screen, what we'll get is an interactive table. We're currently on the Playas tab, and we can scroll through and we can look at the same information that was in the pop-up in a table format. There are a number of advanced tools that you can use through the attribute table, and I won't go into all of them now, but just know that if you click this Options menu item here, you can do a number of other advanced things, including filtering the content and exporting the records to a CSV file. So far, we've only talked about playas. Now let's see what other features we can add to the map. If we click this icon here that looks like a stack of papers, we can see the list of layers again, only this time we're seeing both the layers that are visible with check marks and those that aren't, that do not have check marks. We can add a layer like wind turbines by checking it. I'm going to zoom out now to find some of those wind turbines. There we go, we can start seeing them in the corner, and I'll pan over there. Okay, you can also add this layer, wind project zones, which will make it easier to visualize which turbines to go together in a project. And just like the playas, when we click on these features, we can get more information about them as well. For the wind turbines, all of the data come from the U.S. Wind Turbine Database from the U.S. Geological Survey. There's one other option you have for adding layers, and it's over here, the Add Data button. If you have a subscription to ArcGIS Online, you can add some of these layers from Esri, but even if you don't, you can use these other options to add a layer via a URL or a file. This is the most common thing that you might want to do For example, if you have a project boundary that you'd like to visualize on the map, you can drop that file here and it will show up on the map. There are a few other common features that you may have seen on other web maps, such as a print button, a measurement tool, and this palette here, which allows you to annotate the map with text or additional shapes. The last thing that might be useful to you is this button here, the Base Map Gallery. This will allow you to change the background of the map. Now, why might you want to do that? Most commonly, you'll want to see the imagery underneath. If we switch to imagery, we can now take a look at the playas much more closely. So we'll zoom in a bit. And I'm going to go back to my layers here, and now I can turn off some of the layers so that I can see the playas better. I'll turn off the playa clusters. You can also turn off the playas so that you can see the imagery clearly, but you have a second option, which is to leave the layer on but increase its transparency. If you click these three dots here and transparency, you can decide how transparent to make the shapes so that you can still see the boundaries, but you can also see the imagery through it. This concludes our tour of the Playa map. Thank you very much for watching. For more information about playas and our work in the region, please visit our website at pljv.org. Thanks.